the doctor, the engineer, the musician, the archaeologist, the cosmetologist, the reporter, the politician, the artist, the teacher, the nurse, the athlete. Every child has a dream of what they want to be when they grow up. A child's potential is unlimited. However, sometimes they need a little help along the way. With ongoing research, at least 35 congenital heart defects have now been identified. In most cases, scientists do not know what causes hearts to be developed abnormally.
I think our understanding of why defects occur has lagged behind our ability to recognize and to a large extent to treat heart defects. We know that some defects run in families. We see families with several children and even the parents themselves with heart defects. We know that certain chromosome abnormalities, such as Down syndrome, commonly has a heart defect associated with it. But the majority of congenital heart disease occurs out of the blue, and we don't have a good explanation for why it may occur.
One in about out of every 150 babies who are born is going to have a major heart defect. We can usually tell parents more about what it wasn't caused by than what it was caused by. We just don't know what the causes are.
Not a day goes by that we don't see something that's either peculiar or we've never seen before or otherwise very fascinating. Sometimes I help or even save a life. Not every day, but sometimes I've saved lives. And then I get to watch those children grow up and come in to see me once a year or every 2 years, and I've had several patients just this year get married. I have patients that I've started with in Omaha that have children of their own.
Some things go well, and then some things don't go quite so well, and then the wheels all fall off and you're really up against it. Those kind of days you wish you didn't have. Sometimes we can see things that look so good and things have gone so well, they can turn awfully bad awfully quickly, and that's disappointing, frustrating, and it's very sad for a lot of people.
If we look back 60 years, we think the things that we were doing 60 years ago seemed almost like the Dark Ages. 50 years ago, almost like the Dark Ages. And I realized that the wonderful solutions that we've made for congenital heart disease in the last 20 years are only temporary solutions. None of the solutions that we've come up with are going to be perfect or permanent solutions. This is only going to be a phase. And I think that's going to come with our understanding of what causes congenital heart disease and how we can either prevent it or correct it in a biologic way rather than in a surgical way.
Maybe not 10 years, but maybe 20 years we'll be in a situation whereby we can actually use embryonic or other types of stem cells to affect organs and growth in certain parts of the heart, or the brain or other tissues as well. Whether that'll allow us to grow a new heart is probably still science fiction, but may not be too far away in the future.
I find working with families that we struggle with, that we struggle together, a big part of my job, and in a way a gratifying part of my job as well. And that's not hard work for me.
Parents say to me, how can we ever thank you or show our appreciation? And I guess the simple way is to say, take your kid home, look after them, and let them grow up the same as everybody else. Take them out in the rain, take them in the mud, take them through the woods and turn over rocks and chase spiders and snakes and look at the sunset and travel to the mountains. Do things with the kids. Read to them, play music for them, same as with any other kid. The more they do, the better they can do. The great thing about these kids is they know no different. They are how they are. That's always the way they were. And their potential is unknown. But let's not limit their potential by limiting our own horizons.
The progress that we've made in cardiology all starts with the research that we do, whether it be research in the hospital, clinical research which involves patient care directly, but that's all founded on the back of basic research which generates no revenue of its own and comes only through the support of government agencies, but also groups like Midwest Heart Connection. In fact, just today I understand that one of the members of Midwest Heart Connection spent time with a mother whose child was really desperately sick and now doing better, thankfully, but was desperately sick today, and that mother needed a hand to hold, and Midwest Heart Connection came through.
Little Hearts, Big Miracles.
Little Hearts, Big Miracles.
Little Hearts, Big Miracle.
Thank you.
Thank you. Little Hearts, Big Miracles.
Little Hearts, Big Miracles.
Thank you. Little Hearts, Big Miracles.
Little Hearts, Big Miracles.
Little Hearts, Big Miracles.
You can truly make a difference in a child's life. Help save Little Hearts. Support the Midwest Heart Connection today. Little Hearts, Big Miracles.